Welcome back, guys. Let's continue our journey at Chester Zoo. This is the final episode. Please check part 1, 2 and 3. So this is the Western chimpanzee. Now chimpanzees are very clever because they use a lot of techniques for surviving in the wild. So like chimpanzees, if they want to crack open a nut, what they do is they put a nut on a flat surface, then they use a huge rock and then crush the nut open. And also chimpanzees are in the same family as humans. So chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans and gibbons and also us are actually part of one family called the great apes, which are a type of primate, which are like monkeys. And then we are the smartest group of animals in the world. Sadly, chimpanzees are actually endangered species due to habitat loss, because people cut down trees so that they can make room for livestock and stuff like that. And then the chimpanzees lose their habitats. This is the same thing that happens to mountain gorillas and orangutans. They are also very good at climbing. Chimpanzees and other apes are one of the top 10 smartest animals, just like the elephants. Looks like those two are having a little fight because they need to protect their territory. So these are the flamingos. Now the flamingos, everybody wonders the question, why are flamingos pink? It's based on their diet. So flamingos mostly eat pink algae, probably red algae, and they also eat shrimp that are kind of red or pink, and that gives the color because they come from the pigments from the food, which give them the color. Because babies actually start out as white or grey. That's because they have some kind of a protein from their mother, which is like white or grey. But then the mother starts giving solid food, so they crunch down the algae and the shrimp into a mixture, and then they can feed their babies it, and then the babies will turn pink. Now there are a few scarlet ibis in here, but most of them are flamingos. Now a group of baby flamingos is called a creche. Flamingos have also got very long legs, so they can get out of deep water and then they can see. So guys, we are in the Madagascar area. Take a look at this guy. That's bamboo. Bamboo is very tough. And the French Polynesians, who were indigenous tribes, actually used bamboo for a very important reason. You can use it for like a water bottle. Now in bamboo is poisonous because it's got a type of poison called cyanide. Now, how do animals like golden bamboo lemurs and giant pandas, and also red pandas, digest this poisonous plant? That's a nice name, poisonous plant. Well, anyway, they digest it because every single herbivore has microbes in their stomach. But the golden bamboo lemurs and the pandas have special types of microbes that can actually digest the poisons. Now, like I said, bamboo is very strong and you can use it to hold water, right? That's what the native tribe called the French Polynesians used as canoe plants when they were taking canoes over handmade canoes over to different islands so they can explore. So the French Polynesians took these plants called canoe plants, which helped them to survive when they were going. Now, bamboo was one of the canoe plants. Like I said a few times, it was used to hold water. That was the same thing that was used with coconuts. And with coconuts, you can also drink the water, eat the flesh, and use the strings for like making clothes. So this guy, well done, very strong, good job. So this bit is the penguin area. Now penguins are being hunted for their meat and the oil that they use. So the oil helps them with swimming. So penguins need the oil actually protects their feathers from getting very, very wet. And also they might have flippers, but they don't fly. That's because penguins are a type of bird called flightless birds, which don't fly, but instead they either run or swim. The ostriches run, but the penguins swim. So that's kind of interesting. Now these are called the Humboldt penguins. Or they could be Humboldt penguins, or they could be African penguins. Looks like they are a mix. Probably it's African penguins. I think it's an African penguin because the way to tell the difference between African and Humboldt penguins is Africans have that pink bit near their eyes, but Humboldt penguins don't. Take a look at that. They have the pink bits. So I'm guessing that they are African penguins, which come from South Africa. I've actually made another episode about penguins, so make sure you check that one out, please. So we are at the area where the Asiatic lions are. Now, it's very difficult to see the Asiatic lion because it's been hiding, and it was there somewhere. I can see I think that is the Asiatic lion. You might not be able to see it. It's very difficult to capture because it's camouflaged into that grass. I think that's a lion here. But anyway, even if we can't find one, I'm going to tell you the facts about it. So, there are two types of lion, Asiatic and African. We are looking at the Asiatic lion for today, but we are also going to look at the African lion. So African lions, as it got its name, it lives in Africa. That's the difference. And then Asiatic lions, you might not see this difference. If you call it an Asian lion, that would be fine. That means it lives in Asia. But even if you call it an Asiatic lion, it still lives in Asia. And also lions, just like the cheetahs, they have these things called retractable claws. So they're attached to muscles and ligaments. You can pull them in if you want, and then so what lions do is they stalk on their prey, and then they jump out and pop out their retractable claws, grab onto the prey, bite its neck, because most big cats decide to bite their prey's neck before anything else, because if they bite the prey's neck, that will stop their breathing and it'll eventually paralyze it so that the lion can eat it. It can get a better hold of it, and then it will weaken down, and then it'll go down onto the ground, and then they can eat it. And it's all thanks to these retractable claws, which keep a good grip onto the animal. That's very good. And and afterwards they can pull back their retractable claws, have a great feast, and then off they go to do whatever they want to do. And that includes protecting their babies and also protecting their territory. So you see, so lions are the only type of social cats. So social means you come together in a group. A group of lions are called a pride, but they're not really. But all of the other big cats aren't social. They're mostly solitary. That means they live alone. And the males actually had to protect their females and their babies, and then what happens is, then that means they need to scent mark their territory and make sure no other male lions get into their territory. So As you can see, I'm not really talking much because I'm exhausted, and I know me and my family have been walking for about 5 hours in this zoo, and we didn't manage to cover all of the animals. There were the particular ones that I really wanted to show you was the Sumatran tiger, the sun bear, and the jaguar, but I didn't manage to show you those because I was so exhausted and I didn't have much time. So probably next we might be able to come back another time and see these areas. If not, I'm sure you can come here to Chester Zoo and then you can explore all of the animals in Chester Zoo, and that would be great, wouldn't it? See you guys, bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. See you guys.